Barrett has a relationship problem. His girlfriend became a psycho.
I feel like you don't love me as much as I do.
In order to learn how he scored a baddie, we have to start from the beginning. Barrett is so hopelessly in love with Nikki that he literally rehearses confessing his feelings inside a coffee shop with his friend pretending to be Nikki. His friends immediately roast the performance. One tells him he sounds desperate. Another says flowers are a terrible idea because Nikki isn't into cheesy romance. Then Ian suggests something absolutely cursed. Call her Freaky Nikki. Apparently it was an old nickname she got bullied with in school. Ian thinks bringing it up will somehow create chemistry. Don't try this, guys. The ladies will be completely obsessed, trying to ignore you. Before Barrett can embarrass himself in real life, something much worse happens. He returns home and finds his beloved cat, Sandy, dead after accidentally eating medication. The loss completely destroys him. That evening, Nikki calls and invites him to trivia night with their friend group. Barrett tries to decline, but Nikki insists because she needs his brain to help the team win. He eventually agrees. On the way there, Barrett stops by a strange little gift shop hoping to buy Nikki something. At first, he's looking at crystal necklaces. The shopkeeper explains each crystal has a different meaning. Rose quartz attracts love. Tiger's eye brings confidence, just normal crystal stuff. Then Barrett notices another display, small sealed objects called leashes. The clerk's attitude changes immediately. She warns him these aren't normal collectibles. Some people never open them. Others open them and come back saying the wish ruined their lives. Some even die afterward. Totally normal customer reviews, but the worst is not subscribing. Instead of treating that as the biggest red flag imaginable, Barrett buys one. At trivia night, Barrett spends the entire evening trying to find the perfect moment to confess. Every single opportunity gets interrupted. Someone changes the topic. Someone else walks over. Ian starts telling a random story. It's like the universe itself keeps pressing skip. Eventually, the group heads home. Nikki says she's exhausted, so Barrett offers to drive her. Before getting in the car, Nikki borrows some cash from Sarah, only to immediately give it to a homeless man. That tiny act of kindness makes Barrett fall for her even harder. During the drive, Nikki admits she's unhappy with her life. She plans to quit her job. She wants to write a love story that actually feels real, or open a movie recap channel like Guy Writes Stuff. The conversation becomes surprisingly personal. She tells Barrett he's one of the only people she genuinely trusts. Barrett realizes this is finally his chance. He reaches for the gift, but Nikki suddenly notices Sarah might have feelings for him. She asks if he likes Sarah. Barrett immediately says no, they're just friends. Then Nikki smiles and says girls aren't always obvious about who they like. They arrive outside Nikki's house. Barrett starts working up the courage to confess. Then, his mouth betrays him. Instead of saying something romantic, he accidentally blurts out, "Freaky Nikki." Silence. Instant regret. Nikki freezes. She tells him she absolutely hates that nickname because it reminds her of being bullied. Then she asks him the one question Barrett has been dreaming about. Do you like me? And if you do, now's the time to tell me. Oh shit, I didn't think that move would work. This is literally the easiest layup in movie history. But Beta Barrett completely fumbles. He panics, calls themselves friends, and Nikki quietly walks toward her house. The opportunity is gone. Barrett sits alone in the car, realizing he just sold harder than a bronze-ranked gamer. Then he remembers the mysterious leash. Without thinking, he breaks it and makes one simple wish. I wish Nikki loved me more than anyone else in the entire world. Nothing happens. At least, that's what he thinks. Because a few seconds later, Nikki walks back to his car and asks if he has something for her. Something feels different. Her personality shifts almost instantly. She's emotional. Then, suddenly confused, even starts talking about losing her cat when Barrett was actually the one who lost Sandy. Then she suddenly bursts into tears. She tells Barrett her father is dying from cancer. She can't bear being alone tonight, and begs him not to leave her. Barrett has never seen Nikki act like this. He believes she's simply overwhelmed by grief, so he takes her back to his apartment. The moment they arrive, things get even stranger. Instead of acting like a guest, Nikki immediately starts making herself at home. She wanders around the apartment, sniffs the air, then casually claims Barrett's bedroom as if she already lives there. Barrett offers to sleep somewhere else. Nikki refuses. She wants him beside her. The atmosphere becomes incredibly uncomfortable. She moves closer, leans, and suddenly kisses him. For one brief second, it feels like Barrett's dream is finally coming true. Then Nikki suddenly screams. She jumps out of bed, stares into empty space, and starts hyperventilating. She insists she saw something, but refuses to explain what it was. A moment later, she apologizes, calls it a panic attack, and breaks down crying. Barrett has no idea what's happening anymore. Later that night, while Nikki finally falls asleep, Barrett secretly searches online for information about the mysterious leash he bought. Most websites call it fake, a scam, complete nonsense, until he finds one post. Someone claims the wishes are real, and every wish comes with consequences. Barrett laughs it off. Surely that's just another internet conspiracy, right? Unfortunately, this is only the beginning of the nightmare. The next morning, Barrett hopes everything that happened was just the result of stress. Things somehow get even stranger. He walks into the kitchen and finds Nikki has built a full memorial for Sandy. Candles, flowers, even photos. At work, Ian notices Barrett and Nikki arrive together. The moment they're alone, Ian starts asking questions. Barrett admits something feels seriously off. One minute Nikki wanted to kiss him. The next she was crying, terrified, and talking about things that weren't there. Ian jokes that maybe she mixed alcohol with something stronger. But Barrett isn't laughing. Deep down, he knows this isn't normal. Later that evening, Nikki comes over to apologize. She blames everything on drinking, emotional stress, and her father's cancer. Then she quietly admits something Barrett never expected. She likes him too. According to Nikki, her feelings slowly developed over time, especially around Christmas. And just like that, they're officially dating. At first, Barrett thinks his wish worked perfectly. His dream girl finally loves him. Mission accomplished. Except, the wish didn't create love. It created obsession. Nikki starts texting him constantly. She wants to know where he is every minute. If Barrett leaves the room, she's already following him. If he wakes up during the night, he catches Nikki sitting there, just watching him sleep. Bro wished for a girlfriend. When Barrett asks her about it, Nikki apologizes and blames another bad dream. She promises she'll stop, but she doesn't. Then Barrett accidentally discovers something that completely changes everything. While talking to Ian and Sarah, he learns Nikki's father isn't dying. He's perfectly healthy. Barrett even checks for himself. No hospital records, no cancer, nothing. Nikki lied about the entire story. Now Barrett has no idea which version of Nikki is real. When he confronts her, she avoids the question completely. Instead, she gives Barrett a tiger's eye crystal that once belonged to her mother. She tells him it'll give him strength. Then she looks him in the eyes and says, "I love you more than anyone. I couldn't live without you." Those words should sound romantic. Instead, they're terrifying, because Barrett realizes she isn't choosing to say them. It's almost like something is forcing her. As the days pass, Nikki's behavior becomes more disturbing. She starts showing up without warning. She can't handle spending even a few hours apart. Every plan Barrett makes somehow includes Nikki before he even asks. Sarah notices the change immediately. She quietly warns Barrett that this relationship isn't healthy. Everything happened way too fast. Ian is even more blunt. He reminds Barrett that only a few days ago Nikki was acting completely unstable. Now she's suddenly acting like Barrett is the center of her universe. From the outside, it doesn't look romantic. It looks frightening. Barrett still tries defending Nikki, but even he doesn't believe his own excuses anymore. Finally, he calls the customer support number connected to the mysterious leash. The operator already knows exactly why he's calling. Barrett asks the question that's been haunting him. Can I cancel the wish? The answer is simple. The wish can't just be reversed. Then Barrett asks something even worse. Does Nikki actually love me? The operator never gives him a direct answer. Instead, they claim that Nikki is now permanently bound to the wish. As long as Barrett remains alive, the wish remains active. The call ends. Barrett just sits there in silence. For the first time, he understands what he actually wished for. He didn't make Nikki fall in love. He took away her freedom to choose. Meanwhile, Nikki's condition keeps getting worse. She barely sleeps. She barely eats. Sometimes she says strange things that don't make any sense. She tells Barrett it feels like her body is filling with sand, like she's slowly disappearing from the inside. It's almost as if the real Nikki is fighting against something and losing. Despite everything happening, Nikki insists on going to Ian's get-together. Ian specifically wanted it to be boys' night, but Nikki refuses to stay home. Sarah eventually invites her anyway just to avoid another argument. Huge mistake. The entire atmosphere changes the moment Nikki arrives. Everyone notices she's acting differently. During a drinking game, Nikki starts reading a disturbing passage about obsessive love. Then she calmly tells everyone something that instantly kills the mood. No one in the room will ever understand how much she loves Barrett. She laughs, says she's joking, then immediately adds, "No, I'm actually serious." Nobody knows how to respond. Even Ian the Trivian has officially run out of sarcasm. Later that night, Barrett finally confronts her. He tells Nikki everything changed after they started dating. She isn't acting like herself anymore. Then he asks the question he's been afraid of since breaking the leash. Do you even love me, or is something making you love me? Nikki doesn't answer. Instead, she asks Barrett to tell her he loves her. Barrett hesitates, because now he can't tell whether he's talking to Nikki or to the wish itself. Finally, he tells her they both need some time apart. The moment she hears those words, pure panic takes over, almost like being separated from Barrett is physically painful.
I love you too. Thrill me! What the fuck? Nikki, stop! Oh my god! Stop! Please! Nikki, you're scaring me!
Don't be scared, baby. Don't be scared. I would never hurt you. I'm sorry.
Stop! Nikki, you're scaring me!
Then Nikki quietly whispers something heartbreaking. She says she feels trapped, like her hands are filling with sand, like she's slowly disappearing. For the first time, Barrett realizes Nikki isn't controlling this anymore. She's suffering just as much as he is. And whatever the leash awakened, it's only getting stronger. The movie may be from Beer's perspective, but the horror of it all comes from how Nikki is experiencing it all. It's one of those movies that requires a rewatch for a complete experience. Anyway, Beer finally accepts the truth. Nikki doesn't love him because she chose to, but because of the wish he made. The wish isn't creating happiness anymore. It's destroying her mind. Trying to figure out what to do, Beer secretly meets Sarah. She tells him Nikki has become dangerously obsessed and begs him to leave before someone gets hurt. But before they can finish talking, Nikki suddenly appears behind them. Without saying a word, she attacks Sarah with a concrete block. Beer is frozen in shock as Nikki keeps hitting her until she dies. Then Nikki calmly tells Beer they need to get rid of the body, believing she's protecting their relationship. Completely broken, Beer returns to the mysterious shop and begs for a way to undo the wish. The shopkeeper tells him there's only one solution. Either someone makes another wish to replace the first, or the person who made the wish has to die. Beer immediately runs to Ian and finally tells him everything. The leash, the wish, Sarah's death. Everything. Ian refuses to believe him until Beer proves the leashes are real. After witnessing one work with his own eyes, Ian realizes Beer has been telling the truth all along. The two rush back to Beer's apartment hoping they can still save Nikki. Instead, they find the apartment covered with photos, candles, and blood. Sarah's body is still there. Then Nikki calmly walks into the room. Ian tries to stop her, but Nikki shoots him before he gets the chance. Beer watches his best friend die right in front of him. Now everyone he cared about is gone. Nikki walks toward Beer crying. She keeps saying she loves him more than anything and can't live without him. That's when Beer finally understands. Nikki isn't choosing this. The wish is forcing her to love him. Pretending everything is okay, Beer locks himself inside the bathroom. Looking in the mirror, he realizes every tragedy started because of one selfish wish. Unable to shoot himself, he swallows every pill he can find. Outside the door, Nikki begs him to come back. She apologizes, she promises she'll do anything. She just doesn't want him to leave. A few moments later, Beer opens the bathroom door one last time. Nikki immediately hugs him. As the pills take effect, Beer dies in her arms. The instant he dies, the wish finally breaks. Nikki suddenly regains control of her own mind. She looks around in horror. Sarah is dead. Ian is dead. Beer is lying lifeless in her arms. Remembering everything she was forced to do, Nikki collapses in tears. The movie ends with a simple but devastating message. Beer got exactly what he wished for. He wished Nikki would love him more than anyone else in the world. The wish came true, but in a twisted way. And Nikki, who was minding her own business, got involved in the center. She probably went to jail or an asylum for murder. Her recent behaviors give a more concrete testimonies as well. Should have opened that recap channel while she had the chance.